Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to the defensive line here at KURSK for Men of War Assault Squad 2. We're playing the wonderfully fantastic Holb's defense missions, and this is going to be a long one, folks. We got to defend for an hour here. Previously, in our previous episode, 15 minutes it took us to just set up our defensive line, and we're going to continue doing so here today. Folks, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you want to see more great content for RobZ Realism or anything else, go ahead and get us up to 1,000 likes in the first hour, and continue to subscribe if you want to see more, folks. Oh my goodness, that did not last long. T-70 up in flames, infantry killed by HE shells. Wonderful. If you want to download this mod, check down below in the description. And we're going to continue to set up our defenses here with SS troops and everyone else who's participating. We got troops building heavy anti-tank traps and regular vehicle traps and such. So again, folks, if you want to see more, thank you very much for your support. Now, this is just our second part of this, and we're going to be defending for about an hour here, and I can confirm that this is to be a multiplayer or multiple player co-op mission. As wow, look at that debris flying everywhere from tanks that are just getting sliced right through. Incredible. So there are Stalingrad missions, Tobruk, St. Vith, and KURSK here as well. So those are plenty to play with, and I can confirm that the mod maker has started to make these missions a little bit more modified. A big O explosion here, so it is available for multiplayer now, finally. That's why I was playing it in single player in the beginning. There was a little bit of a goof. All right, speaking of goof, yeah, you remember what I did here previously, don't you? But it was good times. We got our Panther lured into the back, or just kind of trying to lure the enemy into the next layer of attacks. And once we do, we've got plenty of anti-tank traps set up for them already that they're going to have a hell of a lot of difficulty getting past. I'm going to leave the road open so our troops can retreat, but these anti-tank traps should stop them from getting through. Eventually, oops, there they go. They will, they'll probably blow them up or something like that. We'll see exactly what happens. But we've got 43 minutes to defend here. I can set up more mines. I can set up more anti-tank traps and such, but I think we're going to hold for now, as we're going to start running into ammunition problems soon enough. We got ourselves anti-tank troopers here, so they can go ahead and fire Panzerfausts and Panzerschrecks. We're going to go ahead and put them on the second layer of defense, as I assume will only be pushed back when they destroy the Tigers. Let's go ahead and get over here with a few of our troops. Very good. All right, plenty of infantry around here, and plenty of infantry to come up as well. We've got about, how many points do we have at our disposal? 779 points at the moment. It is a very slow trickle. You start with an initial large boost of points, and then eventually it dwindles down as you, you know, spend everything on Panther tanks, as you see over here. The beautiful Panther A, and also Tigers. Tiger E's are over there, I believe. And we got to get this guy to put his mine down. Can you put a mine down here, sir? Wow, look at this. Oh, okay, I get, yeah, perfect spot, Steve. Nice. All right, whatever. Let's see. We're going to just get the rest of our men into trenches and do what we can. I've got a Pack 40 over here in a defensive line with a half-track, a secondary defensive line, hopefully to help our troops fall back when the time comes. We do know the enemy eventually will start throwing IS-2s and such at us, which eventually could one-and-done our tanks, so we just got to be careful for that. All right, let's make sure our troops fall back then for ammunition. Let's switch out some of our infantrymen. And is that a tank crewman right there? Oh, wow, a tank crewman. Wait, no, it's not. It's a Panther. Oh, yeah, machine gunner. Yep. All right, perfect. Let's get everyone back to the trucks. Extremely important to have ammunition come back and forth, though. It's a lot easier to have the troops run out of the trench and back to the supply truck than to have the supply truck roll up next to the trench. All right, there's a little bit of a lull in the action here, so I'm taking the advantage of the time to supply our troops. This truck may be a little closer than I'd like, but that's all right. One and done, though. If just one little 45mm T-70 round fires right through that truck, we're dead. All those infantrymen there are going to die, so we'll take a little bit of a risk. I'm playing this on normal if you haven't seen, and I would say this is probably a good mission for any beginner and or any pro. You can always just turn up the difficulty then if it's too easy. But with it being RobZ Realism, of course, there's always a little bit more difficulty to it because it's more real. So obviously it's not really difficult in the sense of being obnoxiously hard. It's just the way it was. All right, let's back it up here with the Martyr 3. And we'll back that up here into our defensive line. Unfortunately, losing one of those trucks at the beginning. We still have a vehicle back here, by the way. I'm going to just keep this 8.8 centimeter Flak 36 in line in the back just to have as a fallback position just in case. This vehicle's armored, but would probably find death quite easily. We still have our captured T-70 on the line as well. And Panzer 3 here standing by too. I think we should just pull that back. Any light armor now. It's going to be no good here anymore. Let's back it up. See if we can back up that way there. Alright, troops are in good defensive positions. These guys are not going to see action for probably about another 20 minutes or so. But the nice thing about this is if you do put it on a higher difficulty, obviously the higher the difficulty, the more of the experience of the front line you get to have. Alright, let's back the truck out of the way. Halfway gone with ammunition, so look at that. Half the truck went to the infantry here in the trench. Incredible. I don't think we can rearm the tanks or anything. I haven't seen any heavy munition trucks. So it may just come down to building and buying different guns and defenses. Alright, looks like our line's looking good. Look at that, man. All these troops out here. Incredible. Alright, well, there's a little light action going on right now, so no better time than right now to have these guys come out. Is this truck completely... Wow, that truck's already emptied. Amazing. Alright, we're going to need to get another supply truck up here, no doubt about it. Go ahead and have them drive up to this line first, and then we'll get another one. This truck now is an effective transporter, so we can send him back to the line. And he can pick up any PAC-40s or anything that we buy. Ooh, Tiger tank finally getting tracked. Hold on, what do we got here that tracked him? Oh, there we go. We got our first sight of a T-3476. Let's go ahead and one and done. Goodbye to this. Hold on, wait. Oh, never mind. The other Tiger got him, I think. Yep, he's puttering out. There he goes, and the crew's bailing. Oh, okay. I guess our other tank just fired anyway. All right, on the left side, another T-3476. The Tigers are firing away, pounding away at the enemy defenses, or rather at the attackers of our defenses. And I can hear beautiful fire going on out there. All right, let's continue to put our men into the trench. So at KURSK, by the way, it was the biggest battle of World War II in terms of tanks and troops overall. There was a defense from the Soviets and then a counterattack from the Soviets. So there was a defense and attack on both sides. And when the Germans defended, I believe they were just really using a lot of their reserve forces. So they weren't as good as the forces that went into the attack. But 200-kilometer defensive line for the Soviets at the initial defense of KURSK. Here comes another T-70, again armed with that 45mm. Really not going to do much against any of the tanks that we have, but could still do damage against infantry and or light trucks. Wow, this guy's out of ammunition again? All right, run on back, bro. All right, we got about a little bit of supply left. We're always going to be having supply problems now, so I'm just going to have squads shift out and fully rearm. If we keep everyone together, that should be a good way. Actually, the way these guys should fall back is directly back and then going to the right. All right, there we go. All right. Beautiful to manage the defenses while the tanks are firing away, keeping everything safe. We got our full supply truck rolling up, and we'll have our empty one fall back. Let's go ahead and move him over here, and we'll have our infantry fall back. SS is hiding in a lot of those holes over there. The great thing about having those troops there is that they can easily... What the... Did this truck just blow up? Was that our empty supply truck? What happened? How could he have possibly died? That's interesting. This one, because of my own incompetence, rolling over that box, but I have no idea how that one could have died. Did a rogue shell just hit the back of the supply truck? I don't know. Well, so much for that transporter. Our armored car, I don't know how that died either. Well, probably from a, enemy tank shell or something like that. But Stu-42's on the line as well. A good roadblocker just in case. All right, Panzerfaust here. Let's make sure a lot of our guys are in the trenches or in the... why are these guys running out of the holes? There we go. All right, another tank up in flames. Beautiful. T-70 cooking off real nice. Oh, T-60. Beautiful. Another one right here. Very good. All right, we still got about 37 minutes left. The action's light for now, but giving us time to prepare for their major offensive, which you know they're going to have. All right, let's push it over here. Give our truck some cover. A lot of infantry out there. One thing I could use is some artillery, though I don't think we have access to that. It'd probably be under support unit. The only thing we really have... Oh, we actually do have a mortar at our disposal. Though I don't see anything to actually call in for more ammunition for the mortars, and I don't think basic trucks can supply those. I'd really like to see supply trucks. Maybe there's an armored supply truck. Nope. Infantry units can't bring up supply. Light armored. Nope. Oh, we do have a Panzerwerfer at our disposal, though. But again, no heavy ammunition, so I'm not seeing any... I would like to call out some heavier weapons, but if I do that, it's basically once they fire, they're done. So I don't know if that's the mod maker's choice to just make it so that way it's kind of more of a specialized support weapon. You fire it a couple of times and that's it. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we got all of our infantry in the trenches. All right, everybody seems to be in some good defensive position and or making defenses. Let's continue to just put down anti-tank traps at random here. And let's see what we can do to slow them down. Alright, we should be good now. Okay, so anti-tank traps are being built. Look at that. The front line is smoking. I would like to get a mortar up here, But again, after just a few rounds, it would be out, so I don't know if I want to throw away the points. I don't think these light vehicles can supply them. These seem to be infantry-only supply. And actually, they are armed with AP mines, AT grenades, and grenades in general, so that's good. Alright, los, get into those trenches, boys. Alright, the Tigers are just firing away with their HE shells, down to 20 shells. It's not going to be long until, that's okay if we run out. We can just utilize them as kind of a reason to fall back, as if these tanks were destroyed or whatnot. Their machine gun still works, so long as some gun is firing, they're still doing their job. Look at that, man. All those guns firing off. 35 minutes remaining in the defense. Very good. We can still continue to build our defensive line, and I think maybe I'll do just that. Maybe we can start fixing up some defenses in the final defensive zone towards the rear. But I think any forces that need to retire from this position or retreat are going to be just falling straight back into those trenches. I want to make sure we got enough room for our defenders. Let's go ahead and keep up the defenses here. All right, so perfect spot for Panzer IVs to fall back to. You can see the front line's got heavier defenses on the front in terms of you know, these tank ditches dug specifically for the Tigers. Oh, looks like one of our... Ooh, main gunned on this Tiger. All right, they bopped us right in the nose. All right, start repairing, my friend. All right, he's going to fix up those tracks. Okay, now we're starting to get really fired upon here. What's hitting us hard? Don't know. Could be T-34s. Could even be Su-85s or something like that coming through. All right, how are we doing on the Tigers? Got to manage our defenders. Wow, I can't believe our T-70 is still up and kicking. A lot of troops here in this trench. Not so many over here. Let's shift a couple of men over here. Doesn't matter if they're SS or regular Wehrmacht. We're just going to keep all of them together. Not going to separate anybody by squad or anything. If you got a gun, you got to fight. All right, more infantry out of ammunition. Same drill. Full back. There we go. Wow, light defenses here. All right, let's continue to grab troops and just fill in the gaps here. All right, let's see here. Let's see, our Panzer IV here. Oh, I think we'll just keep him in front of this minefield for now. He'll help in the fallback if needed. I'm just trying to plan ahead just in case. And I think the first thing about to happen is our tanks are just going to simply run out of ammunition. That's going to be the first thing to happen. Let's see, how much is a... Oh, wow, 750 for a Flak 8.8. We've got the Flak Verling, Pack 40, and of course that beautiful mortar. Engineer squads, that's nice. We actually got an engineer squad. So they come fully equipped with mines right away, so you don't have to waste any time going to a box. Very good, I suppose, if you're at the final defense and need to set up mines quickly without equipping any troops. It does save you some time. Half-tracks are out here too. That's where a lot of these SS troops came from. But we're not really going to be doing much with the SS troops, aside from putting them right into the trench. And keep these guys in the trench. Come on, boys, get in the trench. There's cover. There you go. All right. So the defensive line is looking pretty good. Tigers are being repaired. Uh-oh. Tank coming. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. How are we going to stop this? There's really no... I believe this could be an IS-75. Nope, never mind. All right, one and done by a heavy shell. Nice work, boys. Well, that was a quick one. I really want to see some artillery here. We just need to keep the infantry at bay, really. Once our infantry run out of supply, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and probably get another supply truck up just in case. I think it'll be probably a good thing to just have one on standby. We'll put them back here for the inevitable fallback and or resupply and or destruction of a vehicle. Wow, this has only got 56 supply left. All right, a little quiet on the front, but check that out, folks. Look at that lingering fire in the distance. That's really cool. When you look at, you know, the Tiger here and all that it's killed, and you see Soviets just popping around, you know, running through the grain and hiding behind little hay bales and such. Really cool. Is that a... Oh, that must be a 34 firing off. Oh, well, there we go. We got some big tanks coming now. Oh, boy, that's a big O tank. All right, so it looks like for the first half hour, it's really just light units to test the defenses. T-34 76 coming through. Tiger's going to easily one and done that. Let's watch him fire here. Oh, my God, that was cool. That wasn't the unit, though. He fired and... Yep, it's behind him. All right, he's reloading. All right, here we go. Let's hit this sumbitch. Boom, baby. Nice. Everybody else hit him. Oh, that crew is dead. We can go out there and GTA a few units if we need to, but they're mostly probably tracked or engine damaged or possibly destroyed. Looks like our vehicle over here took a little hit. Is this out of supply? Oh boy. The let's see here. Took a little damage. Oh, the engine's or something's on it damaged. We gotta Got to get him repaired. That's why we're calling up the additional supply. All right, supply truck should... Okay, wait a minute. These vehicles are getting damaged, and they shouldn't even be. This vehicle just arrived. This was a supply vehicle we called out, and he just took damage. So I guess something's going on with the supply trucks? There's something weird. They seem to take damage when they're not supposed to. Look at how far this truck is back from the front. That shouldn't be happening. That's weird. All right, that might explain why that other vehicle got destroyed for no reason or something. Maybe a glitch. I don't know. Don't know. All right, so all the tanks or trucks are getting repaired and or are repaired. And Stu 42 would be a great weapon to call out now, I think, to try to destroy some of those infantrymen hiding around. It's got pretty good range and has a very good blast radius in terms of eliminating enemy troops. It does have a 10.5 centimeter gun, also known as the 105, 105 millimeter. So let's go ahead and see it. Maybe we can hit some of these Russian trucks. Let's try to aim for these, see what we can do. All right, and fire. Yeah, she usually is way off. The Stu 42 is wildly inaccurate. Really mostly made for destroying buildings at kind of a closer range, but definitely has the punch to blow up a whole armored column, or rather light armor, if it sees it. All right, supply trucks coming up now. Well, I wonder what's happening with those supply trucks. So weird. Wonder if we call up like an 8.8 if we get heavy ammunition. We'll eventually run out of ammo with our tanks. We're down to 37 rounds with some of these bigger Tiger tanks, and they are going to be needed to destroy these. Oh, look at that. T-34-76 getting bopped and being immediately bailed out by the crew. Oh, same deal over here. Tank crew barely even got a chance to advance. Wow. All right, so this defense, I guess, is going to have to be played on a harder level. When I play with the guys on the next missions, I think we'll see Stalingrad or something next. I don't know. We're gonna play them all eventually, so it doesn't matter. But when we do play more, we'll up the difficulty a little bit and make it a little harder, because I want to be pushed back to the second line by now. I hope they pick up their attack. If they don't, that's fine. We'll just hold the first line. But I want to see the enemy eventually pushing us back and have to fall through a lot of our defenses. And, of course, with multiple players, it'll be a little bit more tactical that way. So I'm looking forward to my boys Pinto, Warfighter, and, of course, Montessor joining me for that one. Pixel should be around sometime soon, too. Be good to play. Everybody's got some good skill in the Rat Pack when it comes to... Not me, but everybody else. Great skill at Men of War. All right, troops are falling back again for more ammunition. The defense is holding nicely. Tanks are just getting one and done. Here we go. Some of the heavy armor starting to arrive finally. There we go. That's what we were waiting for the whole time. Tiger tank just taking a little strike at him. What's going on with the Panzer IV? Seems to be damaged, but I can't see by what. All right, that's a KV-1 sitting right there. And it is still operational. That's amazing. All right, let's get our Tiger tank ready to bop him. Let's see if we can fire at that sumbitch. Oh, I hear something burning. Wow. These tanks are going to be impossible to kill. IS-2s are a little easier than a KV-1. Oh, it looks like she finally got killed. A side shot took the crew out. Beautiful. All right, finally. Okay, we might actually see a fallback after all, and our troop here is still making our anti-tank defenses and such. Our tank traps, and that'll help with our anti-tank operations towards the eventual fallback if it comes to it. Infantry wounded there. All right, let's get these guys back on this left side. Things are going good. Shells are flying everywhere. Our defensive lines are still being built. We're really not even truly done with our defenses. There's still a lot more we could do. I could have more minefields and such, but judging by their attack, I want to start seeing a little bit more in terms of an attack. All right, let's see what do we got going on here. Oh, just regular infantry crawling around. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, let's see. All right. Awfully quiet out there. Katyushas, possibly? I don't know. All right, let's see here. So we've got ourselves Panther A still in standby. Can we call out more than the Panther A in terms of armored units? Looks like we can only get the A. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Martyr 3s. Okay, very good. So we got pretty much anything on the field we can still call out. Uh-oh. Looks like we got an armored car getting a little impatient. And he's done. Wow, amazing. It's amazing how quickly those vehicles are destroyed. I want to see him pick up the attack. Come on, boys. All right, let's get some of our infantry back. I'm grabbing them at multiple units at once. I think this truck should be good so long as if we have this guy get out of the truck. Oh, he didn't even repair it. Well, that's fine. It's a stationary fob now. Damn, big old explosion over here. What was that? Was that a... Oh, it's a T-70. I thought it was a T-34 possibly. Really want to see one of those go up. Let's see here. Infantry's heading back to the truck. All right, good. Get into that zone. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, the attack. Everything seems a little quiet out there, folks, for whatever reason. Awfully quiet out there. Uh-oh. There we go. There's a big push now. There we go. Infantry, finally. All right, vehicles being repaired. More vehicles up to the front for supply. Get ourselves a convoy if we need it, I suppose. All right, back into the trench with you boys. Look at that. Our whole trench is full up with German defenders shooting up over the edge of the farm field here. There's our vehicle hedgehogs and such. Really good stuff. Should really delay the enemy. They haven't really been able to get too close to us. But that could all change in a matter of seconds. Once, like, 2 of these Tigers falls, it could be the entire line all at once. And the Panzer IV, I feel, is going to be a perfect target. He got hit hard, too. And they actually did, remember, knock out the turret of our, or rather the main gun of our Tiger tank, just for a brief moment. They're out there. They're coming. Oh, man. All right, secondary line here. Okay, yep, everything's really looking good. I want some artillery or something to utilize against the enemy. Let's flip this gun around. Let's keep getting our guns into position here. Get him to flip around and move up a bit. Small trench there. We couldn't get some more infantry up here, but I'm going to save it just in case we lose a Tiger tank. Ooh, another big explosion. Nice, very good. Oh, wow. Was that a, yep, T-34 going right up. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring ourselves another Tiger up here, I think. We got enough points to buy 1 Tiger. I think that's going to be good. Most of the infantry should, when they fall back, make it. So let's bring ourselves up a Tiger. Listen to those things on the move, man. Those beautiful beasts purr. They sure know how to purr, don't they? Very nice. All right, let's get over this direction. Over here, please, sir. All right, good. Wow. So that's exactly taken from the Bovington video of the Tiger. I think it's 131, I believe. If you guys know, remind me down below in the comments. I believe it's Tiger 131 at Bovington. All right, let's get onto the road. And let's pull up here. This area is going to be a little tricky to navigate through with all the vehicles here. I want to make sure he doesn't get too close. Plus, we're actually going to park him somewhere around here. I don't actually see it. Maybe that trench is big enough for him to dig into. All right, back in the front line. Look at that, folks. That is incredible. Look at that defensive line. You can just see all the smoke and such in the distance. Man, RobZ Realism mod's just great. And I'm really excited for Gates of Hell and a few other games. I really just want the game to look more beautiful like this and be stable. Men of War Assault Squad can be more unstable than somebody not on their medication. It can be a real bad time when it's not working right. But when it's working, man, is it good. All right, back to the truck we go. Looks like we're almost out of supply on that one, so we're going to call up another supply truck now. Let's go ahead and get him up here. We'll get him onto the main road. All right, this truck's going to basically be out of ammo in about 10 seconds. He's got about 11 ammo left. All right, 9-7. Yeah, he's going to be out quite quickly now. All right, supply truck's on the way. More infantry is falling back to the supply truck, too. Get that Panzer III put in the right way. All right, that's it for this episode, folks. I'll see you for the final defense then. Maybe we'll start seeing some IS-2s then in the very final defense here. I really want to see the enemy pushing hard. And we'll be playing on harder difficulties as well because this is just a little too easy for my taste. But you can never judge it too perfectly. Some defense missions are outlandishly difficult, and others like this one are definitely manageable. What is going on? This truck is just damaged all of a sudden. Do they run out of ammo and then get damaged? I don't know. There's some glitch. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.